One thing I've been following is this Andrew Tate situation. I don't know how much you've been
Mm-hmm.
following that one. I personally think every man on the planet should be concerned over the Andrew Tate situation. I didn't know much about Andrew Tate until he got mass banned from
Mm-hmm.
all of social media. And that's really when he got put on my radar. I was like, well, who the hell's Andrew Tate and why are they banning him from everywhere? And then I realized how big Andrew Tate was. I'm like, wow, I didn't know he was that big of a
Mm-hmm.
deal. And so I started watching a lot of the clips that were out of context. I'm like, oh man, this dude's pretty out there with some of his takes on women. And then
Mm-hmm.
you start looking at long form content. You're like, this dude actually is really, really intelligent and really well versed. And he's saying a lot of things that young men probably should be hearing at this point in time.
Mm-hmm.
Then he got on my radar from that perspective. I watched some of his stuff, and then all of this happened. And he's been locked up essentially since late December in Romania, and they can't really seem to find any evidence to pin on him, but there's a lot of speculation about what he did, but no evidence to support it. And then you have women that are being named in the lawsuit apparently, but then the women are coming out saying, no, we're not victims. We actually know the Tate brothers and they're great and they did a lot for us. Holy shit, man. What a wild story.
It's just crazy that it seems like every time that his case or whatever, that they get to the time limit to check it out and actually kind of bring charges for it. It's like, nope, we're just going to continue to keep him imprisoned. And it's preposterous. He pissed off the wrong people. That's what I really see. That he obviously pissed off the wrong people, and that's what's keeping him in jail right now. So it's going to be one of those indefinite things where they're just kind of hoping that people forget about him and that they move on.
Yeah, they're trying to basically, in my opinion, they're trying to Alex Jones him. They're trying to basically take any influence that he has away. They're trying to destroy him. I know there's the story about him and this cancer. That's an interesting kind of twist through all of this. Andrew Tate's legal team says he has a tumor, asked to be treated in Dubai. Sex trafficking suspect Andrew Tate is trying to get sprung from jail and allowed to travel to Dubai so he can receive treatment for what his legal team says is a tumor in his lung. The self-proclaimed misogynist, see, like he says it in a certain perspective, and the way that they're presenting that is bullshit.
Yeah.
Wants the freedom to consult with his Dubai doctors for what he claims is a dark spot on his lung. Tate has been reportedly receiving treatment since before his December 29th arrest on charges allegedly running an organized gang involved with sex exploitation, human trafficking, and rape. Andrew Tate did actively make the decision to go to Romania and move to Romania.
Yep.
And so he kind of put himself in that position. Let's call it like it is. But then I know he's got connections in Dubai. So what I think this sounds like is he wants to go to Dubai and then he's never coming back.
Oh no, he's going. He's gone.
That's exactly what that sounds like to me. I don't know, man. Am I off my rocker here? I know there's a lot of people out there that are really, that there's this hesitation to kind of go full blown that Tate is being set up because you don't know. Like, we just became familiar with this guy just in the last year. Most of us anyway. So it's like, you don't want to put all of your stock into this guy if he actually is this horrible person. But from everything that I have seen from Andrew Tate, he's really smart. He's really intelligent. He's super based. He's helping young men. He's putting a message out that the powers that be certainly don't want out there. And the fact that they've had him in a Romanian prison and his brother for several months now with no evidence whatsoever, that's a massive red flag for me.
It could be a case of he's a bad dude that dealt with bad people, because sometimes that's how it is too. Sometimes you F around with the wrong people and they come out to get you and you're done.
Yeah.
So, or it could be a case of, hey, why is it that we don't hear about Epstein and the client list and all that stuff, but this guy gets gigged for trafficking supposedly right away? Like, what's the deal with that? So I think a lot of people are like, so this guy's making a prominent rise on one side of the political spectrum here. Let's take him out with the same stuff that they've been going after us, that we've been covering up for years now, and just throw it in their face. So who knows? It could be any of those things. And unfortunately, with the Epstein stuff, you're always skeptical now of like the elites and people in power. And with Jack Murphy and Eliza Blue, you're always suspicious of anybody that comes out here, because you don't know if they're just trying to get a good grift to cover up like a past life that they had where they were doing sketchy stuff.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
That's kind of the problem.
Absolutely.